How are you doing, guys? Professor EDC with another video for you, and yes, it is another tag video. And you may wonder, why tag videos, Professor? Or you may not. But anyways, I love tag videos. Why? Because you get to know people from around the community, from other places. I've got friends from Argentina, Chile, Costa Rica, Spain, Germany, US, etc., etc. And so Japan and Australia, and that's just wonderful. And you get to know these people because with all of this internet and stuff, communication has become so difficult and so shallow, right? And tag videos are a way to getting to know people from around the world and people that do the same thing as we are doing, reviewing knives and just part of the community. It's like I said, it's so difficult sometimes to comment as I wish. All of the mails and WhatsApps and Instagrams and blah blah blah. And so it really becomes something more difficult and shallow, and that's something I'm totally against. But hey, it is what it is. But these tag videos provide us with a different opportunity, and that's why I do them, and that's why I like them, and I hope you understand that. But anyways, this was a challenge or a tag video that was sent to me by a very, very good friend, Naturaleza Hermética from Spain, my good friend Fran, and I decided to do it in English. I don't know if there's a tag video already in English, but anyways, I was giving maintenance to another blade, so that's why I'm doing it on this mat. But here we go. The challenge was the 4 blades that haven't failed you. And while this is something that's very difficult, because I don't think no blade has ever failed us, right? There might be something that has failed us about one or another, but in general, taking into consideration time, what blade has failed us the least, I would say. And the challenge was 4 blades, but I had to include an extra one because I forgot to include a knife, and in the end I just have to include a knife. So, and an honorable mention. And which is that honorable mention, Professor? Let me just put it out there right now. It's a bandana. Yes. This thing is part of my EDC, and I don't leave home without it. I have worked outdoors, up in the mountains and in the city and in schools, etc., etc., and I just end up using this for an injury, for to put on the floor as what you call this, for a picnic or just to eat something outdoors, to clean myself, for sweat, to clean my knives. And it's just such a, I know the hanks are right now a thing, right? And this is more old-fashioned. And I guess I'm a bit old-fashioned. And I like this bandanas, particularly the ones that are made in cotton, because the new ones are synthetic and I don't really like them. But that's my honorable mention. Next, the knife I had to include. I thought about my Bark River Gunny, and it was gonna be that one, but I forgot. And then I realized, hey, the Mora Neve Companion. This thing I have put through hell in so many areas, and it has served me so well, and I just had to include it. So that's the knife. Now, let's go through the 4 blades that haven't failed me. And the first one, it just has to be this Victorinox Huntsman. And though I'm not the biggest fan of Victorinox, I love this knife. This was a gift from a very dear person, and this is 12, 14 years old. And I have used this in so many scenarios and things. The tip is a bit bent because I pried with it. And I ended up using all of the tools. There isn't a single tool I haven't used here. And it's just, a secondary blade that we should all have, I think, if in my opinion. From taking out splinters with the tweezers, and using the blade, using the screw, the screwdriver for giving maintenance to my blades, opening them right, just prying in general, and using the screwdriver, and just I've used every part of this blade. I have changed the covers, the handles, I think 2-3 times, from red to white to now black, and I enjoy it even more in black. So that's my first knife that hasn't failed me. We could also include a multi-tool there, a Leatherman. I totally get that. The next blade would have to be cold steel blade. I've had in the channel, the Voyagers and the bigger blades, and in my collection I still have the Riken one, and I've had the 3 of them. I keep the clip point. I've had all of the collection of the Code 4s. I keep the clip point because it's in XHP, and I've had the for a while, and it was, I loved that thing, but I had to let it go, the AD15, and I love that thing as well. And just, the Triad lock, yeah, it's not as fidgety as other locks, but I have put my blades, my cold steel blades, through hell, and they've resisted. And for the money, I think they are a great balance between quality and price. Unfortunately, we can see now that the prices are going up, understandably so, but still, one of those advantages of cold steel was that quality, that level of quality, and the price. But anyways, I just had to include a cold steel blade. Whether we use it we give it a hard use or a mild use or a delicate use, food prep. Yeah, it's not the thinnest behind the edge, but it's still, they are such good blades, and particularly the American Lawman, the Riken one, and the Code 4. I love these blades. So much that they are still part of my collection. And I have given up on other blades. Not that they weren't good, but you know, these blades are just for me essential. Anyways, that would be my second one. My third one has to be the Hogue Ritter RMK and blah 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 Gen 2. This is still in the quality price ratio. This is fantastic. Good steel, ergonomics, this axis lock that is not named axis lock, of course, by Hogue, right? I don't remember, but it's done so well, even more so than Benchmade, I think, in many cases. And it's been 2-3 years that I've had this, and I haven't needed to give maintenance to it. It's now the time to, but you know, it's just the Griptilian. This I say in Spanish. It's the luxury Griptilian, and this I have also used for food prep, gardening, and gardening, I mean, that's where the hardest use comes, as well as whittling. And so this has yet to fail me. And the last one is, of course, it may not be it may not have the perfect tolerances and some details. Yeah, they may be huge, you know. But God, I love Emerson blades. They are just knives. They are just blades, you know. This is a utility tool, well done, and I love them. They may have some details with the deadlock, or making weird noises when you open them or close them, you know, that sound. But I've used this thing whittling in the garden, cutting through a lot of boxes, and leather, because as you know or may not know, I fabricate and then I sell leather straps, and so cutting leather is basic for me and my blades. And so this blade is hard, is so versatile, hard use, mild use, refined use. It's just fantastic, and this edge, and I have to really thank a person, which I will mention, I will tag, for giving me the opportunity to buy from him these blades. This is, by the way, this is the CQC8 Emerson. And now, so there you have it. These are the blades that haven't failed me, or that have failed me the least, and we'll include the honorable mentions here, right? Yeah, I have a lot of them, but I mean, not a lot, but I have other knives. You know, we can talk about Hinder, and we can talk about Sebenza and Spyderco and blah, blah, blah. But they still have to go through that use and time frame, you know? But anyways, I want to tag my very good friend and brother Edwin from Callow Blades. So if you haven't gone and if you don't know about Edwin, he knows. He's one of the most